Alrighty, so what we've got here is an Electa. Not Electra, but Electa. Now, I believe these were made by Ibanez, but are under the brand Electa. And somebody has done this wonderful finish. Lovely black there once upon a time. It all appears to be original. So we've got more of the beautiful colouring. Very old looking pots. The neck pickup wasn't working. I was getting a little bit of something, but nothing. So I reckon maybe we could probably try and hopefully salvage that. The bridge pickup was working. So here we got made in Japan, Japanese made. We have to try and, unless you like that, but yeah, I'd probably like to remove it. I'm taking a little bit of the pink away, the white. I have not been successful so far. Nail polish remover and a rag. And just, I mean, there's a good chance I could be taking a little bit away from the finish. I didn't want to refinish the whole guitar, but again, the white's not budging. First thing is just try and get rid of all this and see what we got. We are removing it actually. We're sort of getting rid of it. So as I said, I've had the water-based paint remover. It's actually paint and varnish remover, so a bit scary. It said to put it on for an hour. Now, like I said, I didn't have it on for that long. Probably maybe 30 minutes tops, and I've been trying to get it off as it was on there as well, just using one of those, or just using a small blade where I had to. Mainly it's just been this 1200 grit sandpaper, you know. It's slowly coming off. So yeah, we'll keep going with it and see how we go. So as we're starting to clean it up a bit, especially the headstock, you can sort of see it maybe there. I'm not sure if you can see it in the camera, but we have removed a bit of the varnish or a bit of the gloss there of the top coats here. Where are we? Let me go back. There is a little extra hole. There he is. Weird little plug in it. Let me just plug in. But then again, I don't mind the whole matte look. Look, we'll see how we go. But, you know, I am obviously noticing it, but it wasn't removing it. I tried a few different solvents that haven't been successful with this white. I don't know what they've used on there, and some of it's quite heavy blobs. So it just, and they painted it everywhere, as you can see. So even on the back of the neck there. So yeah. It is what it is, but it did play great. So ultimately, in the end, that's the biggest thing. You know, I don't mind the buddy guy look, but that was, I'm not sure what kind of a look that was. And I'm definitely not a good enough guitarist to be able to pull that off. And we'll see what we do with some kind of a refinish in the end. But I didn't want to strip it all the way back. And you know, I've got a few of those jobs I'm going to do anyway, and I didn't really want another one. So as we're going through some of its issues, the back cover there was broken, so I've only got half of the cover. Looks like a big something or other in there. A few little sort of chips and stuff along there. I mean, yeah, it wasn't perfect. So nothing on there that, you know, I'll drag this out. So old school original pots that we've got and everything in it. So, didn't say anything on that manufacturer. No, but yeah, I'll put it down on 1975. It all looked pretty original when I was taking it apart. The history that I can find out on these things is, yeah, they were made by Ibanez. So, and I did see someone actually selling a 70s or 76, I think this is 75 Ibanez. I think someone was selling one, and it looks very, very, very similar. So, right, so over with our Electa. So pretty much got rid of all that. I haven't removed the neck actually. I did that just to get in there and get in those gaps. So yeah, there's a few little scratches and things in there. I don't think I'm going to fill them with this. It is a 76, so it's pretty much a 50-year-old guitar. I have taken some of that sort of shine off though. I've only been using 1200, but it has taken some of that shine off. Said if you have a look at that headstock, you know, you can see the gloss black that was sort of there that I haven't taken off. As I said, it is a 50-year-old guitar. It's had a history. So yeah, I'd probably I'm inclined to try and leave that stuff as much in there as possible, but who knows? Refinish it back to original kind of thing, if we're going for that vibe, or if we're going for a bit more of a, I would say relic, but I mean, it's a 50-year-old guitar. Are we trying to keep a bit of its history alive sort of thing with it, as opposed to making it look like it just come out of the factory? So as for the neck, I just want to fix these two little chips really. So yeah, put a bit of glue in there, and I'm just gonna just sprinkle some sawdust. Clean my lens there. So that's probably a bit better an image. All right, a little bit of an update. So I did actually try and give it a coat of this graffiti paint. I didn't like how it came out. It was quite sort of that orange peely, kind of very sort of textured kind of a finish. So I didn't like it. So I kind of took it back, used some strip. It didn't really affect underneath, but as I sort of sanding a little bit down, I stripped off a little bit of the original finish there, and I kind of give it a little bit of a relic finish. Not really deliberately, but you know, we're going to go with it. I've given it a couple of coats of just nitro in a can, just a couple of coats, not heaps. We got a little bit of the sort of damage that was sort of out of it. Not all of it. Probably revisit this one at a later stage, but for now, I mean, the original sort of thing was to try and strip the paint and stuff that was on there, which we've sort of done that. So I'm going to try and put it back together. I have tested those pickups. I think I mentioned that earlier. They do both work. So I'm just going to have to go through this original wiring to see maybe these pots, to see if one of them wasn't working, and go through that. As for the headstock, you know, we sort of cleaned it up enough, you know, to get it back to sort of how it was. You know, as I said, it is a 50-year-old guitar, so it still has some light marks and scratches in there. So, you know, keeping with a bit of its authenticity. But at a later stage, I might repaint it. I think I'm just going to put it back together now, just to, I don't know, see how I feel. All right, this is our Electa. This is where we're currently at. It is probably going to get a refinish one day, but we're just not there. I don't mind. I mean, I've obviously gone a bit harder and a bit heavy trying to get rid of some of that white, so has got a bit of a relic-y appearance. The reason why I'd probably end up refinishing it, I'm not sure if you see it, but it was a little bit of a plastic plug, so there was a hole in there. So yeah, probably will fill it one day and refinish it. Got a Duncan and Damasio. I can't remember, one's that must be the Stag Mag over there. I think that is the DP103, the PAF one, the original PAF one, not the anniversary one that they've done. So yeah, so we have a Duncan and Damasio in this guy. I just don't like gold hardware. It's not my thing. I know these black Les Pauls, you know, sort of have that, but yeah, I don't know what it is. Not the gold. Just not a fan of the gold. It does play really, really damn good, this thing. So that is one good thing about it. As for our headstock up here, managed to get most of it sort of off. Come up all right. A little bit on there just because we used the original one. We didn't sort of worry. We did replace the machine heads, those gold ones. I think one of them actually come apart on me, and again, I'm not a big fan of gold. So we actually did put some genuine Gibson ones on that, I believe. Yeah, so we've got some genuine Gibson Deluxe on that. Now again, I did say that this is probably made by Ibanez from my research of what I can find out. Like I said, it did have that mustache style headstock, which was in that lawsuit era, going by what I can tell from that 76 on that serial number there. But all in all, it's still a 1970-ish, mid-70s guitar, and it plays phenomenally. It is a really great playing guitar. Sounds great with those Damasio and Duncan in there. You know, like I said, at the moment, it has got a bit of a relic-y vibe. I'm not hating it. Compared to what it was anyway. Took a fair bit of that shine, a fair bit of that gloss off, sort of relic-y vibe that sort of got to it. It's where it's at the moment. I'm not sure if there'll be another update on this, or if there is. It definitely will be sometime in the future. But I just wanted to give you a bit of an update of, again, what we started with. As you can see, all the paint, whatever that was, nail polish and stuff on it, the pink, the white, stickers and things all over the headstock. And, you know, compared to what we started with, we couldn't even see the logo. Couldn't even see what it was. And compared to what we started with to what we've ended up, definitely looks a lot better in my opinion. But that's where we ended up anyway with our Electa. And yet, plays great. Quite happy with what we've ended up with.